that here in 2026, people still believe that Eve came from Adam's rib, that woman come from a man. Despite women literally giving birth to not only other girls, but also giving birth to the same boys that become the same men that we...
When it says the rib, okay, because people take that literal, it doesn't literally mean that the Most High took Adam and put him in a trance and took his rib and made Eve out of it. That's not what it's talking about. It's slang. For example, you may have a cousin in your family. You'd be like, oh, it's my blood right there. That's kinfolk. That's the same thing they're talking about with Adam and Eve. When it says it's from Eve is from Adam's rib, it means that she's from his tribe. She looks just like him. She's kin to him. Okay? It doesn't literally mean literal. You say that's my blood right there, or that's my rib right there. That's what it's talking about. It doesn't mean that he actually took the rib of Adam out and made her. No. It's symbolic. Just like the trees in the book of Genesis, it represents the people. Okay, just like the serpent. The serpent is not an actual serpent. It's a man who came to Eve, and stroked her ego and told her what she wanted to hear and gave her the unrighteous ideologies to embrace and live by. That's what the fruit represents. The fruit represents the ideologies. Okay? It represents the ideologies and the beliefs. And she bit from the fruit, meaning she started to live her life by the ideologies this man gave her, this wicked man gave her. And she convinced Adam, because Adam was a simp, because he worshipped Eve and put on the pedestal. So he followed, and therefore they were sinning, they were off. That's why when you keep reading, it talks about how when God came back and was calling for them, it said they were covered in nakedness. The nakedness represents the sin. All right, nakedness in the Bible is sin. So that's what it's talking about. It's symbolic. Okay, and by the way, Adam and Eve were not the first people of color on the earth. There was people of color on the earth before Adam and Eve. All right, they were not the first people on earth, and it's just that Adam and Eve, especially Adam, was just the first man that God chose to work through. He was the first chosen man. He wasn't the first man on the earth. Okay. But yeah, the evil fruit represents the ideologies. Think of today something like feminism. That's an ideology that the Heavenly Father doesn't want us to embrace. It's unrighteous. Think about paganism or, being a Freemason. Those are things that, the Heavenly Father didn't give his people, his chosen especially, to live by. He already gave you the blueprint of how he wanted you to live your life in the scriptures. That's what it's talking about. And for example, for this channel, this is a perfect example. And I spoke about this before, but I deleted it like a couple days after when I posted it. But think about the colorism stuff with light-skinned men and dark-skinned people, light-skinned men and women and dark-skinned people. For example, I'm not saying that dark-skinned people are evil or anything like that, or wicked, or we know vast majority of them are mentally disturbed. But for example, what do they do with light-skinned women? They spread propaganda about their counterparts. They lie to them, tell them they're soft, effeminate, gay, stay away from them. And what do a lot of these light-skinned women do? They believe in it, and they embrace it and live by it. So therefore, they're going off. It's the same thing. Okay? That's all I was talking about when it's talking about the real. I just wanted to point this out because I seen this video, and a lot of people get tripped up on it. But I'll see you on the next one.